So I reported in a previous video that I think that Jimmy Garoppolo will not play. And I explained exactly what's going on. Apparently, he did not have a high ankle sprain to the severity that they first thought. So there's a good chance that Jimmy Garoppolo may start sooner than later. Although Kyle Shanahan's been somewhat vague and said that, he wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy could play. I think there's more and more of a chance that it's going to be Nick Mullins. It's just a safe thing to do, especially considering they're going on the same turf as they were last week. I'm under the mindset that the 49ers are just going to try to do everything they can to get out of that place quick and fast. Relying on the run game. We still have McKinnon. We still have Jeff Wilson Jr. and JaMycal Hasty is being called up from the practice squad. So this should be interesting. Looks like Ziggy is going to start this game, or at least play in this game, right off the street. And Dion Jordan has been promoted from the practice squad. He was known to have had a really poor camp. There has been reports, like I said in my previous video, about the whole Clay Matthews thing. But I don't think the Niners have showed any interest in that, or there hasn't been any interaction. I mean, anybody who is a pass rusher has been connected with the Niners, seeing what they're going through with Dee Ford and Nick Bosa, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm looking forward to seeing what Nick Mullins can do. For all of you who think that Nick Mullins is the future starting quarterback of the Niners, let's pump the brakes here. I myself am not happy with Jimmy Garoppolo with his inconsistent play, but to think that Nick Mullins would be your future is just silly. He's a good, serviceable backup that will play well, but as you saw the year that he was in, most of it, he did not win many games. So always go into things with a sense of realism. We have a very compromised roster at the moment, offensively and defensively. Luckily we're playing teams that aren't very good right now. But when we get into the stretch of the season where we play good teams, we need to have as many people of a starting caliber NFL player on the roster as possible. So, yeah, it's good to have him, Nick Mullins, for games like this, maybe even the Philly game. But other than that, I don't see much excitement for him. He can move around. He knows the offense really well, but his limitations are more than even Jimmy. He has a hard time throwing outside the numbers. So he's also like Jimmy, who likes to use the middle of the field. And so, teams are going to sit on those routes and force you to do stuff that you're not able to do or have a hard time doing. So let's go into these games with the realistic expectation. I think the Niners can beat the Giants with Mullins at quarterback. My biggest concern is more injuries on that turf. So I don't care what it takes. I just want to get through this game as clean as possible, and then we'll worry about the Jimmy Garoppolo talk and all the other roster talk that comes after this game. But as for now, let's just get through the Giants game as clean as possible, and then whatever happens after that happens. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Nice talking to you. See ya.